Good afternoon, my friends. I hope you're all well. Welcome to the How to Craft Network studio. My name is Tony Darroch, and this is the creative channel where you can always come and get a smiley face. Although I didn't sleep very well last night at all. I don't know what's happened, but my gosh, are my eyes stinging today. Does anybody else feel like the change of weather's really changed your mood? That's how I feel today. Although I am in good spirit in relation to craft because we've been doing some absolutely amazing design content this morning. Just wait till that turns down. Thank you so much. So we've been designing a ton of stuff this morning and I'm really excited about it. Not that I never get excited about it, but we've got some more tools coming early next year. We have some kit ideas as well for you all. So there's a lot of stuff coming through, which I think you're going to see a shifting gear from Stamps by Me. We're stepping away from the heavy stamps and dies and stencils and into some different formats of craft to encourage you to, one, not spend a fortune, and two, actually use what's put in front of you. So fingers crossed, we're going to have a good year. So if you're all here, welcome to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that bell, and if you do like my shows, give me the thumbs up. That gives us a wonderful wider reach. Now, if you are watching from Eastern time, it's 8 a.m. in the morning, so good morning, grab a cup of tea, coffee, water, whatever it may be, and just enjoy the show. So let's do a little bit of a shout out. We have Michaela, Michelle, Sally Ann, Audrey, Bernadette, Carol, Elizabeth, Julie, Jan. I know the head goes every time. Lindsay, Marilyn Squire, hope everyone's having a good day. Julie, I never go to bed until 2 a.m. I feel like I lay there till 2 a.m. like that, because my mind works overtime all the time. Julie Barlow, hello Tony and Tim. Thank you so much, everyone. So if you can share, that would be awesome. I will do a little bit of a giveaway. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I will do a little bit of a giveaway. And today's show is... Today's show is all about back in stock our 3D layering stencils. Now I have popped them underneath the show if you want to shop ahead. If you've already got them, then you're in for a treat because I'm going to give you more inspiration on how to use them. But if you like what you see and do want to buy them, they're underneath the show. But equally, you can scan a QR code, which we will pop on for you. And all you need to do is scan the QR code and pop in the code underneath, and it will take you to the products. Now, if you scan that QR code and pop in shop 29, it'll take you to everything that's linked to this show. Me and Tim have just been talking though. We think it's really important that you understand in relation to our wonderful QR codes, the various ways in which you can interact with them, because you were all scanning the celebratory boxes and that's wonderful and nothing was coming up. But that's not the only way to get the inspiration for our lovely products. There's a couple of other ways. Now, we try and put the QR code on the screen for you also. But we also have something wonderful on our website which enables you to get like a quick search as well. So if you were to not scan the QR code on the screen because you don't want to mess around with your camera and things like that, if you just pop shop 29 into the search engine, it'll bring up all of the products as well. So you can skip that QR code and still get whatever is at the end of that shop 29 for you all. And there is other ways as well. If you go to our website as well, across the top, if any of you know our wonderful how-to guides and all of the inspirational videos and content that we have for you for all of our products, if you go to the inspiration part, you scan down, there is a QR code search as well in there. So if you click in the QR code search and the code that is above the barcode, if you pop that code into the QR search on our website in the inspiration part, it brings you up all of the products or videos, how-to guides. So you don't just get the video content, you get all of the content. So whether it's been linked to something else, whether it's featured in a show with me and another guest, whether other products are linked to it. So if you liked the feature product, but you also liked, say, the backing die, that would also be linked there. And then if there's any step-by-steps or how-to guides from our lovely Karen, those would be linked also. So you're going to get it all. So the great way to do that is, I think Tim is going to try and, oh no, it's not working. If you just have a look across the top of the website and if you click that inspiration, there's a drop-down box and it says QR code. Click that and just pop in the code above your barcode and you'll get everything. So if you're having problems with your camera or you're thinking, is this not working? Somebody help me out. Because I see a lot of you saying I've scanned it and nothing's happening. Well, just get that that code above that barcode and pop it into that little box, and it will help you out. We'll show you at some point. So we have, let's have a look. Oh my goodness me, Michelle, feel a bit of a loss today. My mum passed away Tuesday. Michelle, that's so sad. Just on that note, sweetheart, I know how you're feeling today, actually, because one of our lovely members from our Eureka fan page passed away a couple of weeks ago. And it's been tough, you know, when you see people on or you're close to somebody, even though we've never met in person and it's your dear mother. I do appreciate how you're feeling right now, so you know that you've got the support from our lovely group here, sweetheart. If you want to reach out and talk to anybody, we're all here for each other in this group. So stay in touch. Don't be alone at home, and let your mind work overtime. Communication, just talking to somebody always helps. Never be on your own. So if you want to talk about it on here, tell us about your wonderful mother, then please do so. We love to hear the stories. We can chat about it on here if it's going to help a little bit today, but equally talk about it in the Eureka fan page as well, and we'll all have a conversation with you about it. Don't be on your own, sweetheart. So back to the show very quickly. So we have some back in stock items, and we have the most popular ones back in stock because lots of you did click the notify me button. Now one of them unfortunately has already gone out of stock before I've actually come to wear, and it's our wonderful bluebells. Okay, so we have other ones though. So as you can see across the top line there, our most popular one is the poppy one. Now, when people really need poppies, but poppies can be used at any time of the year, yellows, blues, whatever it may be. We have our wonderful rose back in stock. Now we have the red rose and the pink rose back in stock. Okay, and then just on the end there, you can see that wonderful heart wreath. Now I've popped that on. We have 30 of these, only 30, and I've popped it on at £15 because I feel like if you've never used our layering stencil system before and your budget won't quite stretch to 25, then maybe it'll stretch to the 15 to give it a try. Once you see the lovely results that you can achieve. Now they all come with coordinating dies as well, so no fussy cutting, no aggro. You'll be able to pop that die around and pop them straight out. Now below that, you can see something very special. Now we have our wonderful Christmas Eve boxes, and you're all probably thinking, my goodness me, Tony, it's October, what on earth are you doing? I know, what on earth am I doing? Last year we did Christmas Eve boxes, we did 3 last year, and they absolutely flew, and the feedback from you all was they were wonderful. A little treat to myself, pre-Christmas Day. I loved them. So I've done them again this year, but what I've done this time is I've launched them 3 weeks earlier than I did last year. And the reason I've done that is last year, quite a few people missed out because I didn't know how many to order because it was the first time that we'd done it. So this time, putting it on now this early is going to give me a gauge of exactly what I need to order. Now in each box there is something brand new and unique, and we've got 4 price points for you all as well. So if you want to invest in them all, there are no duplicates if you want to invest in them all. I know some of you do, but if you just want to invest in one, you can absolutely do that. It's a little treat for yourself. The box is sealed, you don't open it until Christmas Eve, and these are nice boxes as well, as per Stamps by Me's lovely boxes, and you'll be able to utilise them again if you should wish. Pop it under the tree for Christmas Eve. I've already got myself one, even though I know what's in it, because it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. So, yeah, the products are not the same. Shop ahead and then forget about it. Then I know how many I need to order, and then we can all get ready for that lovely December period. And then the last thing I want to touch on is, there's a lot of things going on, as you can appreciate, but we have the 4th wave of our Create Together Club as well. That's available now as well, so if you want to get that one, get ahead and just put it to bed until it starts in January. Of course you can do that. Please know though that although they are pre-order, you can wait until they actually go live if you want to. You don't have to do the pre-order system. I totally understand that also. So shall we do some wonderful demos? I'm going to do 3 demos at once today, 3 different ways, 3 different products, and guess what, I tell you, we'll give them all away. I'll give all of the products, the 3 ones that away. So if you can share, that would be wonderful. If you pop a comment underneath this video, I'll pick 3 winners. I can't pick them live now because I don't have my design team to aid me with that. But if you pop a comment underneath this video when I've gone off air, I'll pick 3 of you, maybe this evening or maybe tomorrow, to give people a chance to catch up, and I'll send 3 lucky winners the products as well. So let's have a look. Donna, we have more people on now. Wonderful to have your company. Michaela Brown, you are a stinker. She's got, I got Club Fort and I hope I don't forget and buy it again. So Michaela bought it twice. She forgot the first time. She's like, Becky, why have you sent me it twice? She's like, well, you bought it. She went, but I've already got it. She's like, yeah, because you bought it. Oh, have you bought it twice? Oh, what are we like? Donna's already ordered it. Tons of you have already ordered it. And some of you do like to get ahead. And again, it helps me out with the ordering. Make sure I don't end up with a ton of stock left as well. So shall we just show you the wonderful range? So I have a few in my hand here, which are some of our best sellers in the layering stencils. Now you can check out our stencils on our website. These are some of the most popular ones that are back in stock. So we have the vintage rose. So it comes with a 5 stencil system and then the outline die. And these are the results. You get the most beautiful 3D florals. We have the classic rose, so again 5 stencils and that lovely die. Now they're not small either, they fit on a 5x7 beautifully. Then we have the rose branch. This is that deep red rose branch. Then we have the poppy, which I think probably going to sell out next. And then this is that heart wreath, which is £15 today, like a happy hour should you wish. And this has also got the words grateful, thankful, blessed in a die as well, and it gives you this beautiful wreath and the die within as well. So £15 if you want in a starting point, or you've never tried our 3D stencils, then this is a great starting point. So shall we get cracked straight on now? You're probably thinking 3? Yeah, 3. So I'm going to do 3. So I'm going to get rid of that one for now, and I'm going to do these 3. So I have poppy. Let me just put this roll neck a bit further down because I feel like I might be scratching and making a noise for you all. So we have poppy, the rose and the classic rose on this one. I'm going to do all 3 at the same time, but what we'll do is we'll change up the technique on each one. So maybe I'll add a bit of glitter paste to one, we'll spray one, and we'll just do a traditional one. How does that sound? So hopefully we'll end up with some different results at the end of it. So let's get them out. So this poppy one is, it's on a big one. This is a 7x7 stencil. So there's my die. And then let's get our stencils. Now I'm going to do all 3 at the same time because I'll have my brushes out, and why not, hey? So I'm just going to pop them in there. Remember our layering stencils have that number system, so just follow the numbers. And if you need to line those hearts up, you can line those hearts up and get lined up images perfectly every time. So that's that one. And then we have the classic rose. Oh, we're all waiting for our pensions. It's funny when you say that because I think, oh, I'll have a pension at one point. No pen. I'll get a pension at one point. Some point. Not that I'm wishing my life away. Not at all. Right, so let's get 3 pieces of card. So I've got rose, which is a thin one. Is that going to go on there? No, too thin. And then we have the poppy, which is big. And then we've got, let's get them all in shot. Come on now, let's get creative together. So, poppy stencil 1. It's going to take me half an hour to clean all these to send them out to you all. So, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick it at the top here. Now, if you're brand new to our layering stencil system, you see these 4 hearts. I'll just move that over so you can see. You just put some ink through the 4 hearts. Obviously, make sure your paper's bigger. And then you just line up those 4 hearts. But you'll probably only do it once because it is pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to pop the image in the top here with this card. Line it up at the top. And then at least I know it's straight. And so that's number 1 for that one. We'll move that one over there. Then we'll do number 1 on our rose. So let's put him on here. And then our classic rose, let's get number 1. So go by the numbers. So number 1 is there. There we go. Let's just pop this to one side. So I'm going to do try and do some different things on each. I know who does 3 different stencils at the same time? Only Tony. Ridiculous. Anyway, it is what it is. So we'll line that up like so. So for the poppy, I'm going to go traditional red, given the time. Then I'm going to do a tealy coloured rose, and then I'm going to do a yellow, orange and pink classic rose, just because we can, okay? So I'm just going to grab a bunch of brushes, get a piece of scrap card, and then just make sure my brushes are not hacky. So that's got green, I need to stay away from that. It's got black. And we've got some pinky red, so that's good. So classic poppy red then. Let's go. I've got these two colours. Now I have got an eclectic mix. I've got my own and some of my Distress and some of my Eyes Ink. And I've got a mix simply because my colour range isn't as big as it needs to be yet. So I'm having to mix them, okay? So hopefully our next wave of colours are going to fill in some of those gaps. So let's go with the red to start with. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a shade of red through here. Now this one I'm going to leave like as if we're just doing a good old stencil system, straight through, leave it as it is, don't worry too much about it. Then the next one we're going to spray, and on the third one I think we'll add some sparkly paste on one of the stencils too. And each embellishment I'll give away with the winner, whoever wins the product. So stencil 1 done for that one. Okay, move it out of the way. Let's just get a nice neat pile here. Don't get them mixed up. Can't wait for the ink, seems like for I know, Annette, it really does. We've had some pretty big projects going on though this last few months. We had the celebratory boxes. What else did we have as well? We had the advent calendar. We've had some pretty big events. It's a big ask to keep asking for money. Oh, I try and tail it, you know, so we have a really big event, then I slow it right down so it's manageable for people. Right, so that's that one. And then let's move on to this one. Now I'm going to do a tealy colour on this one. So let's see what colours we've got on. Let's go with this one here. I'm going to leave that red one there. Let's get a greeny one. That's got a bit of red on it. Let's go this one. So all the way through, I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to get 3 totally different flowers here. Soggy Sue, where's that come from? Have I missed something? Soggy Sue. Stencil 1 looks great already. I know. I don't think anybody can quite do layering stencils like us. We really, really do spend some time to get that dimension in as little stencils as possible as well. We really do take the time to make it work. Make it work. And I love that they, like Quatre D has the outline and the emboss. I love that these are just the stencil. You know, something different. It's nice to bring a little bit of variety, I guess. So, bit of colour on there. There we go. And on this one, I think we'll spray this one. Move that one out of the way. So let's give this a little bit of a tickle with some water. Just let that bleed a little bit. There we go. Just let that work its magic. So we'll move on from that one. And then this last one, layer 1, we're going to be here all day, aren't we? Better hurry up. And then this classic rose, let's go a nice yellow. Just see if I've got a cleaner brush than those. Here we go. So let's get some yellow through. Might do a bit of orange on the same stencil maybe. Shall we add a bit of orange as well on the stencil 1? Because you can mix them up if you want to. Maybe just a little bit. Totally up to you, I guess, whatever you want to do. So there's our next one, coming together nicely. Right, back to poppy number 1 then. Let's try and keep a tidy station. Is anybody lost yet? Right, back to poppy number 1. So stencil number 2 for the poppy. Let's just move him over. I'll dry him off with my gun actually in a bit. You'll get back over there. So let's bring in this one. So again, it is pretty self-explanatory. Like you can see there, it's got the full detail on there as well. So I think we should go with the same red and press on a little bit harder because I'm really lacking in the colours of red, I believe, yeah. So let's use the same red, but this time we'll press on a little bit harder. So I'll line it up. Now there is a little bit of delicacy in the centre here, so just be careful when you're blending. I'm going to pounce on that bit because it's a little bit delicate. Really would like to get all of that lovely detail in there. That's that one, and then we'll move to our top one here. And if you're making 1 card, we might as well make 3, hence why I've got all 3 on the go here. It's my son's harvest day today at school. And he said to you, he will laugh. Tom said to me, what did he say this morning? He said something like, Mum, do you want to come and watch, or do you want to it's an assembly, Mum, do you want to come and watch or something? I was like, darling, if I wanted to look at some veg, I would just open my fridge. And he cracked out laughing. He went, what do you mean? I was like, I'm only joking. If you would like me to come, I'll come. But he was like, no, Mummy, I've not got a part or anything, so you don't need to come. I was like thinking, thank goodness for that. I went to the last one. The hole was freezing. Oh. So here we go. You can see it pretty much coming together. So let's just move that one out of the way. So let's just get our gun and use this second one. I always like to ask, though, I always give the option, like, would you like me to come in? I hope he's going to say no. I did go to the last one, but today I was like, you can't even see him. The hole's that, like, small. Oops. Oh, great question, Janice Sutton. What size is a vintage rose? I'll just dry this off, darling, and then I'll get you the measurements, sweetheart. Now, this card that I've used here really doesn't like water. I don't know what card it is. I think it might be the Anna Marie card. I don't think it likes the water very much. But it's okay. So, did she say the vintage rose? Let's have a look. Oh, vintage rose. Yep, I've got it here, sweetheart. So 4.1 by 6.4 in design. So 4.1 wide and then 6.1 tall. I think it's on a 5x7 wonderfully. So let's move on to our second stencil. And we're going for the teal look, aren't we, on this one? So I'm going to take stencil number 2, pop it on. Now my card has gone all cockly now. So I'm going to help me out a little bit here. And let's go with a darker teal this time. Let's go with mine. So I'll pick up some of this now. So a little bit darker. I'm not pressing too hard because my tealy blue is quite a nice tealy blue. and you don't need much for this. So I'm not pressing on as hard. You can always add more when you take your stencil away. If you want to make it a bit darker, you can. And it all doesn't have to be even. Don't get into the mindset of your stencils all being even when you pop the ink through. Because honestly, sometimes the unevenness really does give just that little bit more realism in your flowers. It really does. So let's see how this looks. I think that's okay. Love how quick it makes stencils. So here we have our second part. So let's move that one out of the way. But I am going to spray it again. Just bear in mind, I am doing it on this card and it's like getting a little bit of a speckly to it. The card clearly doesn't like the water, but you use a better card. Let's just give this a bit of spray. So I'm not trying to bleach the whole design out. I'm just trying to get like a nice bleed so it softens the design a little bit and you'll see how quickly it comes together. So let's just move that one over there, right back to the yellow. So here we are with the next number 2. And this one will go even more orange on this one. So this one I'm just going to press on a little bit harder. And again, there are some delicate areas, so just be mindful of that, like I did just there. Drag it. I'll pounce through this part here. The results on these are so pretty. I never get bored. Never, never, never. And sometimes it can look quite spodgy until you get to the very last stencil. So just bear that in mind. Always see your cards through. Let's have a look how this one's looking. So that's coming together nicely too. So that's number 3. So back to number 1. Moving back over. Can you see the speckles? It's like the card's not liking that water at all, but I'm just going to see it through. Now I've lost quite a bit of that design. Don't forget, just because you've done number 2 doesn't mean you can't go back to number 2. So when I come back to this one, I'm going to dry it off and add a bit more colour with number 2 again, and then we'll go into stencil number 3. And you don't have to spray every layer either, which is quite cool. So let's do number 3. So this is where our green comes into play as well. I'm just going to pop this round here. And this is where we'll probably change up now and use a darker. So I have the aged mahogany here from Tim Holtz. Whether it's going to be dark enough, I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. I don't think it's going to be dark enough, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take... I think I'll do a blue. Now, if you're wanting a dark red, a great way is to add a bit of blue. Sounds crazy, I know. I'm just going to add a bit of blue. And it'll give me a really dark burgundy. If you haven't got a dark red, add a bit of blue. And then just do it lightly and then take it away and have a look, see if you're happy with it, I guess. I think that's going to be fine. So let's get a green on here. Just move that to the side for now. slurp of the coffee. Right, let's get some green. So let's just move these out of the way. So let's go. Morning from California. Good morning, sweetheart. Artheo. Lovely to have your company. So let's go this dark green. Now, if you're just tuning in, it's absolutely fine. I'm just doing 3 stencil systems at once because I felt like, you know, let's do them all together, and why not? So you can see a varied look. So we're doing a standard one just stenciled through. We're doing one that's been sprayed with water, and then we're going to add some glitter paste onto the last one. So I'm just doing a green here. In fact, it's not the best green. It's a bit tangy really for the poppy, but I'm going to go with it. Just make the tips of those flowers a little bit darker. Like so. So let's see how this one looks. And you could do like a multicoloured poppy if you wanted to. So there we have the sort of dimension coming together quite beautifully there. So let's just move that one over. So we'll step away from the poppy, just move that to the side for now. Let's just get a bit of... You see how the blues made it look like a darker burgundy, darker red? A great cheat, really. So let's visit this one again. So let's just blow dry. Actually, that texture is not looking too bad. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but it adds texture to the card, so... Because I've lost a lot of the detail on Stencil 2, I'm just going to bring back Stencil 2 and just bring back some of my detail, okay? I'm just going to pop him back on. Because when I've spritzed it with water, it's diluted it as too much, really. So I'm just going to bring my colour back in. Grab my brush. I'm just going to bring back some of the detail. Not too much, but I would just like some of that line floral element back in there too. And I'm not going to spray it again, so that'll be part of the same one. Just bring back my detail. So there we go, we have our wonderful detail back, okay? So the next one to this one is number 3. Let's pop this on. Now you could change colour at this point, but I think I'm going to go same. Same. I think I do have another tealy colour, which has got a blue undertone. So let's see, if you look at, I've got Ocean and Tiffany. One's got a green undertone and one's got like a blue undertone. They look very similar, but they're actually 2 different colours. So I'm just going to get this colour this time, and I'm press on hard with this one. So let's see how this looks. So now you can see, look at that. So now we have that third. I don't think I need to spray that one. I think I'm going to leave that one as is. We've still got layers to go, you see. So I'll leave it for now. We can always go back and spray it if we need to. So we've got 1 stencil left for Poppy, 2 left for this wonderful rose. We've got 3 left for this one. So let's move on to this one. So we have number 3 for our third design here. So I'll line it up at the top of my card. We'll just get our magnet to help me out. And shall we go in with a nice bit of pink now? So we have like a multicoloured rose. Let's just find my lid for this one. Here we go. So I have, let's try this one. Coming together well, isn't it? Looking good. Thank you. I feel like that. I feel like it's all going to plan so far. We don't always have days like this, though, as you all know. Some days it just doesn't happen. Right, so let's put some lovely pink through this one. And if you've got a little bit of orange underneath, it might come through a little bit reddy. but it'll be fine. You'll still get a unique flower. I'm just going to get it to... You want me to show it at the end? So that's stencil number 3. I'm really pressing on with that pink. I probably could do with a little bit of a darker pink actually, but it is what it is. Oh, look at that. How beautiful. You're going to get 3 totally different designs here. So at the end of the show, though, I am going to show you how to use the QR code. Because I feel like if I educate you guys who come and watch me every day, I see tons of you helping other crafters on our page. So I think if I help you, you will then help other people when I'm not readily available, which is wonderful. Coming together, I know. I'm chuffed. Giddy kipper. We'll have to decide at the end which is our favourite, okay? We like to pick our favourites, don't we? So number 4, this is the detail in that green. Now, when you get number 4, a little bit of a tip for you. Can you see these just random pieces up here? Now, rather than me do a 7th stencil for those 2 holes, I've popped them up here, and it's really, really quite simple. You just pop them into the centres of your flowers and you pop the black in. Simple, right? Rather than an extra stencil, just put it on. It's in the right place to do them both at the same time. Just stick it in the centre. Done. See? Just a tip for you, because I think I see a lot of these stencils where black's missing, and I think that's because I haven't shown you. So now I've shown you, you've got no excuse. Right, so let's line this one up. So this is going to give us that lovely depth of green. So I am going to now hop onto a teal to give me that lovely sort of depth in my green. Now the little head on the little bud here, you can add that deep blue again. It will give you the appearance of red, so don't stress too much about it. I'm just going over the green here. And these pieces here, I find if you do them in black, just a black ink pad on the last stencil, that's where you really get that like wow factor. And that little piece there, you need to be careful. I'll get that colour through. I'm really pushing on. I really want this to like pow, 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 pow. So for these bits, I'm going to go with my black ink pad because I don't think I have a colour that's dark enough. So I'm just going to get my black. I'm going to grab one of my smaller brushes. This one. I'm just going to go through like so. Let's just pop it back on. Gonna go be darker. Da, 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 da. Gonna put. I went a little bit light because I felt like I didn't want it to be like. Ugh. So I'm really gonna get that black on now. So I really do get that wonderful. There you go. How cool is that? Now let's do our little black spots. don't like to press too hard on the black spots. Need to be darker, Tony, come on. Don't be scared. It don't bite, she says. The poppy on the left's got a smiley face, has it? So there we go. How cool is he? Or she? Oof. I mean, come on. Come on. So he's done. And as you can see here, look, the die takes it straight out of the page and gives me an incredible 3D popping out. What I like to do with this particular one is I stencil it twice and then I run it through twice with the die and then I 3D the two heads on the card with some pads underneath and you get the most classic, gorgeous poppy. Wonderful. So let's just leave that there. Now the next one. Let's get some green on this one. So this just seamlessly fits within your flower. Absolutely wonderful. When you're happy you've got it lined up. I think there just looks all right. Oh, no, Tony, that's not very straight at the top, so that can't be right. Has to be good. We've done well so far. That looks good in there, doesn't it? Right, shall we go green? I think we'll go like a zesty green. And I'm going to spray this base layer. So the one that I'm doing now is you're going to get a real arty flavour of what you can achieve with our 3D layering stencils. They do not have to be clean, simple, precise all of the time. Sometimes you're just changing it up a little bit, swapping one of the layers with something else, or maybe giving it a spritz with some water. You can get totally different looks. It's been a while since we've touched these, but they are back in stock. That's why I'm touching on them today. And that's why the bluebell sold out so quickly. So let's have a look at this one. So now we have our incredible bunch there. Now I am going to spray it just on the edges, I think, not in the centre, because the card isn't taking the water very well. There we go. So leave that for now. That's got one more layer to do on that one. And then this one. Let's just get some tissue. I'm going to show you, like I say, the QR code on a phone in a second. Help you all out a little bit. Seeing as you're all really old and haven't got a Scooby-Doo. That's what Tom says to me. I'm saying it to you. I'm always joking. Right. Did you see one of the comments underneath one of my videos from a lovely lady from the USA? She put, I bet you are an absolute cheeky to be around, something like that. Thinking like I'd be a laugh to be around because I'm just like dancing and giddy kippers and oh. So let's do this one next. So this one's the leaves for this one. Just line this up to the top of my card. Put my magnets on. What? Oh, thank you. Tim's helping me out. Freaking awesome. Yeah, I didn't swear there. I tried to avoid it, but Tim made me point it out. She did say, I bet I was freaking awesome to be around. I was like, I hope she spelt that correctly. Oops. Lovely lady that she is. Right, moving on. Green. Is that green? Yeah. Come on. Check a leg. It's quarter. I feel like I've been here hours. So let's do a nice classic. I love the really open leaves on this one. You can really be creative. Like now I'm just putting an overlay of green on, but you can absolutely do 3 shades of green in here. You can create an autumn rose, which has got those yellows and burnt orange tones in there as well. Can't make a bad card, Brianna says, with our stencils. I know, I love them. Colours today are stunning. The pop is your favourite so far. My prize arrived today. Woohoo! Isn't it nice to get something nice through post? It's always nice. And as well, when you forget, is nice, I find. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So I'm literally just trying to make it a little bit punchier in the centres, just to give it a bit of light and shade. So that's that one. Ta-da! Coming together wonderfully. This is a bit bright. Hey ho. And then, so we've done that one. So we're back to this one. Just blast this off. So there are a ton of 3D stencils though, guys. You just need to go to our stencil section in the shop. There are some really big daisies. Obviously can't get them all out today, but there is a ton of different ones. So the last layer of this one is that darker green. So let's just line it up at the top. I think that's about good. I never really use a blue on a flower, but Karen off our design team loves teal and she does some incredible cards using teal. So I felt like today I really need to step up and start using different colours like she does. So I'll just get my brush here. So darker green here. I don't think I'm going to spray this one, you know, either. We'll see what it looks like, eh? So I think I sprayed layers 1 to 3 on this one. But of course you can spray any of the layers. You can really make it abstract if you want to. On any of them, if you've just got one at home, you can try all 3 of these ones on that one design. So let's see what this looks like. I think we just need to leave that one. And what I'll do is I'll quickly grab my washi tape. Just 1 second. I'll just grab my washi tape sentiments. I'll just see if they're in here because I did have them for TV, you know. Oh, they're here. But just to show you very quickly how instantly these make into wonderful cards. If you grab a washi tape sentiment like so, look. You see how quickly you've got instant cards. Add a bit of sparkle with your sparkle pen if you want to. Totally up to you. So let's just move these to one side for now. So that's 2 of them done. And on this last one here, I'm going to do the last layer in some sparkle paste. Now, it is a detailed stencil, so you're going to have to be careful. But if you're careful with it, the results are really wow factor. So I'm just going to pop this on here. I'm just going to pop my magnets on to help me out a little bit. And I'm just going to grab a spatula. Hopefully I've got one. Yeah, I have. And I'm just going to, because this is the only one I have to hand. I know it's a bit random blue, but I just want to show you how cool these things look. If you're willing to change, I mean, it would look brilliant in gold. But let's just give this a twirl. So I'm just popping a bit on the end of my spatula here, not too much. And then all I'm going to do is I pop it on. I like to pop it onto here and then just sort of like just pop it through. It sounds scratchy because it's glitter paste. It's nothing more. Get a little bit more. I just like to do mine in little bite-sized chunks and I take my time with it, okay? It really is worth it. So that's that section. And our stencils are super thick as well, so if you are careful, you won't get that nasty smudgy bleedy underneath. So I'm just working my way through. They're all your favourites now. what you like. So if you have got these home, hopefully I'm encouraging you or just inspiring you enough to go and dig them back out. And the beautiful thing about the paste stencil is if you miss a little bit, you can't really tell. You know, if you can't get into some of the crevices. This is actually coming up green because it's got a green underneath as well, so a little bit of a Brucey bonus there for me, I think. Oh, whilst I'm just putting this through as well, just to give you the heads up, tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday I'm on Create and Craft, 16th with a pick of the week, you know, with our snowdrift dies. So if you want to tune in for those shows, that's Monday 9 AM. Right, I think I'm good there. I think I've done a good job. So shall we see what this one looks like? Make sure you clean your stencil though, okay? When you take it off, it has to go into some... It does come off if you leave it, but, you know. So there we now have a wonderful sparkly layer to our rose. Now, if you're thinking, I've just done that, I really like it on the leaves, I would like some on my rose, you'd obviously have to let it dry or blast it off with a gun. But if you revisit maybe the last colour on your rose, or which possibly stencil 3, and grab another sparkle paste, maybe gold, then incorporate some sparkle into the flowers as well, then you totally can. You can't, just because you've done number 1 doesn't mean you can't go back to number 1, if that makes any sense at all. So you can see now we have 3 incredible designs just from a bit of ink, half an hour playing, bit of colour. Absolutely wonderful. Let's just grab a little sentiment for this one. And the lady that sadly lost her mum, could you send us your address, sweetheart, and we'll send you a card from all of us and the Eurekas and all the friends that are on today. I'll send you a card. And I'll sign it and we'll send you a little card to let you know we're thinking about you, sweetheart. Just completed my checkout. Well done. So if you liked the show, you need to give me the thumbs up. And we're just going to show you some other things now. Tim's like trying to show you all of the wonderful things that our QR codes do. But which is your favourite? You'll have to let me know. Poppy, rose bouquet, or classic rose? Which is your favourite? I really like this one. I like them all. I can't decide. So what we're going to do... Oh, we're not going to do it now. Oh, it's okay. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll show them another time. We'll show you another time. Tim's trying to get all tech savvy. So obviously as well, in each of the sets you get the coordinating dies which cut them out as well. So you can cut them through in one pass to get that 3D embellishment on your cards. So there we go. Oh, Poppy, all of them. Rose branch. Like them all. Cannot pick. Right, okay, so I will pick 3 winners. All you need to do is pop a comment underneath this video when I have gone off air. If you've got the products at home, dig them out and have a replay with them. If you haven't got them and like them, they're available on the website. We have our Christmas Eve boxes and we also have the Create Together Club Chapter 4 on there as well. But I am back with you at 4 o'clock on Monday. I do believe Funky Fossil's on tomorrow over on Create and Craft with a nice sale. Over on the website if you want to check those out. So if I know a lot of you follow Funky Fossil as much as you do me, and she's here in studio next week. We're doing another craft off again, and it seems like it's now working. Do you know what it did to me when it's what I said? Oh, it's fixed. Let me just show. Let me show you guys. Just give him a second. So he's all the tech. This is what it's like. So when we refer to our QR codes, I've said a few options as to how you can get the inspirational content on. Oh, there's the boil up. So all you do is you just get your camera. And you hover over the QR code. And then when it says this, can you see there? Load me, you click it. And then it says enter the code. So I'm looking on here and I can see my code here. So my numbers are 0106 23A. And then if you click search, hopefully, there we go. So now you can see all of the wonderful things for cotton pines. So we've got videos. There are 4 videos loaded for cotton pines already. There is going to be a live one with me together with each box as well, as you all know. So we'll do something together. That's one of the ways that you can do it. But another way that you can do it, which if you're feeling like, you know, I don't want to get my camera out, it's still a little bit overwhelming, it's still something I'm not really wanting to get into. If you go to the top of our website, in fact, I could probably show you on Tim's phone here. If you go to back to the home page, can you see down this, you've got awesome deals, TV broadcast, TV schedule and inspiration. If you click in inspiration, can you see where it says QR code on there? If you click the QR code and pop in the same code, it will do it for you. So all the codes above the QR codes and above the barcodes as well are all there to aid you if you don't want to use the QR code, but can be used with. So maybe your camera's down or you're not having great help with getting it by scanning it with your phone, pop in the code. It's as simple as that, and it will take you to all of the information. I hope that helps, but I don't want it to over confuse you all. I don't want it to be complicated. I want it to be super simple. It's a facility for you and to aid you in using the products that we supply you. So it's all about the education. Now you all know, now you can tell everybody else about it as well for me. Oh, this side of it's very complicated, but the side that you have to get is a nice side to have, let me tell you. I'd rather be on your side than my side. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a nice show with me, and hopefully you're going to play with your products, fingers crossed. So whatever you're doing, have a great day, fantastic weekend. It's getting a little bit chilly, get them roll necks on, and I'll see you all later in the week. Monday, 9 AM for Snowdrift Eyes. I'll see you all later, guys. Bye. Don't forget to pop a comment underneath. Bye.